Look in my eyes and describe what you see.
You seem like you have joy in your life. You're kind. Feels though you've got some inner peace.
Thank you. I mean, that's all such lovely things. I think that would be wonderful if someone can give that out, give that sense out.
If you could send a message to your future self right now about this time of our lives, what would you want to tell her?
Try not to be too attached to things. Make peace. I mean, I think it's the resilience part, which when I think about it, this is something that I fear. I feel that I'm resilient to some extent, but I don't feel I'm resilient enough. Treat the planet. For me, that is so important. People still don't understand that it's a domino effect. Like everything is connected. If we're not kinder to ourselves, towards each other, but also towards the earth. So yeah, that's a bit all over the place, but I feel like those would be some of the things I would tell her.
Yeah.
When was the last time you felt vulnerable with someone, and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, I've been in love with someone for a while. And yeah, I feel vulnerable even just mentioning it.
and even more so, I am appreciating you sharing that, but yeah, go ahead.
It's for various reasons we both knew that it couldn't be any longer. We had to let it go, and it was incredibly painful, but for the first time in my life I asked myself what I truly wanted to feel when it came to love from a partner. And I suppose all of those things mirror the things that I want in my friendships as well. And I asked if he could do the things that I needed him to do for us to have a relationship, and kind of just put it all out there and just went, this is what I need. Yeah. And he was honest and said, I can't do that right now. And then now I have to hold a boundary in place and not betray myself. And I've learned that in order for things to change, I need to change the way I approach things. And that is at the heart of it is setting boundaries and holding fast on that.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Like it just hit me right here. Like I even had tears in my eyes listening to you, because it's like when you share part of your story, it just felt as if you're handing me something that is so personal, but then so precious. And I do think any places of vulnerability is just so precious, and so I really appreciate you sharing that.
When do you feel people judge you, and why do you think they do?
I'm genuinely more concerned and invested in understanding myself better, in how I can be very judgmental towards myself. It's like when they say what people think of you is none of your business. And I remember reading that or hearing that once, and that was so just straight to the point, and it's like, you know what, that's true. Like, yeah, that's on them. It might be stemming from something that they have within themselves, an insecurity or something they went through. But it's like, it's not about you.
Yeah. I love that. That's really such an important message, and something I definitely needed to hear. Because you're right, like, why give energy to the way someone might think about you based on their preconceptions? You know, what they think about me is not, it's irrelevant, you know. It's the way I think about myself. Yeah, I love that.
What do you think life is teaching you right now that you did not expect?
That to slow down isn't to not progress.
Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah.
You know, I think another thing we should question and challenge is just the idea globally that we're like being busy all the time, you know, is something, you know, people are complimented for all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not doing multitasking and different things and just hustling all the time and doing all these things, you know, it makes you feel that you're not good enough, you're not doing enough, like all of that. And I think I'm realizing more and more that sometimes I'm the one who's standing in my own way. You know, what you said at the beginning reminded me of one of my favorite quotes, which says, you know, be not afraid of moving slowly, be afraid of standing still. And it's one of those things where, again, the process, like just trusting the process, and some things take time, and that's okay. And so, yeah, I really connected with what you said. Yeah, with that.
Thank you.
If we never meet again, what's the one thing you'd want me to take away from us meeting?
I had no idea what to expect going into this conversation, and I was nervous. I'm just so grateful to meet someone who you feel so familiar to me in ways that you have seen things or can see things in ways that I haven't really articulated to anybody yet. And it gives me a great comfort that someone on the other side of the world can be feeling something very similar to me. And I think you're an incredibly impressive woman. You come across as being incredibly intelligent, emotionally intelligent, self-aware. And I just think conversations like this are a gift. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I mean, I can say the same for you. Life is funny sometimes, and like, I think we should put it out there that we will meet. Okay, universe. One of my personal takeaways is just to take more chances. I mean, I know that I was nervous as well. Like, I remember starting the the form, and I think it was open for 3 days before I submitted it. I think I felt so grateful, and I'm not just saying that because we're like, you know, like they're gonna, you know, they're listening, like the Skin Deep, they're gonna view this content, but I truly felt so grateful for a lot of the content that they put out there that has made such an impact on my life, that I feel like if I can participate in, you know, something as small that it might not go online, right? Like, even if it's just right here, It almost felt like, just kind of continuing it on in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like same as, other people who participated with their conversations that might never know it, has impacted me so much, and has, their stories touched me in such deep ways.
Going into pre-lockdown, I was already feeling frustration with lack of connection with people and meaningful conversations with people.
Yeah.
And I just crave it, and I skip the small talk, like, let's just get into it. I want to know, how people really are, and what they really think. Not everybody wants to, or knows how to even articulate what they're thinking. And it's rare that you can have these kind of conversations. So thank you.
Yeah.
Jaden here from The Skin Deep. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to stay up to date with everything that we're doing, please make sure to join our newsletter at theskindeep.com/subscribe. Thank you.